Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the daily live stream. I'm here every day, every night, 10 p.m. Amsterdam, Central European time, playing music for you. Um, I have the chat here so I can see your requests. And also, if you like this live stream, please, especially when you're on Facebook, please share it in order for other people to watch it. So, um, let me see who is sending me all these messages. Um, Hello, Linda. Thank you. Thanks for um, all the questions here. Ah, yes, there is a question from Bert about Kazakhstan. Yeah, that's actually something that's a very, very nice topic. Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about Kazakhstan and Piano Fest Masterclass. Ah, okay. Ellen is asking me about um, yes. So oh, that's actually also a very nice thing to promote. Every December, like the weekend before Christmas, there is it's entitled Piano Fest. It's a great initiative. Actually, they're all volunteers, and they use the Amsterdam Conservatory, which is a beautiful building close to the central station, and they have annual piano fest, which is actually meant for a non-professional pianist to also play. You can also contribute to a contest, and it's really nice. And then professional people come for master classes. It's a really great event. It's a 2-day event, so check out Piano Fest Amsterdam. It's like last year it was like 21st, 22nd December. So assuming in a half a year from now we should be much better again in terms of being able to perform. Well, check it out. And yes, I did do. They invited me to do a workshop about rhythm. Um, yes, that's another nice question. And then I talked about how certain rhythms inspired me to, like, for instance, write certain songs. So I also talk about that. Um, oh, there's a lot to talk about actually, and also I want to play some more. So yeah, what I'm going to do is let me um, um, I Rob, excuse me. Rob is logging. Rob van Asdonk, student from many years ago at the Hilversum Conservatory. So the Hilversum Conservatory, Hilversum is like our media city, where all our broadcasts, national TV is from. And there used to be a conservatory there, which now has merged with Amsterdam. But that conservatory in Hilversum was one of the first conservatories with a jazz department in Europe. So we were actually we were the guinea pig um, generation. I mean, nowadays it has completely changed with, it's very international, great faculty, people from all over the world, which doesn't mean there was not a great faculty back then, but there were like mainly older jazz musicians who started to pass on the message. I met so many great people there. Actually, there was a beautiful reunion, very touching, 1.5 years ago. So nice, Rob. And Oleg Mokov, he is from Krasnodar in the south of Russia. Hi, Oleg. Как дела? How are you? Um, how do you feel about Russia now? Oh my God, that's a question. I mean, well, um, my feelings about Russia, to answer your question directly, have never changed because I've always loved Russia. Russia is a country, it's for us, for being from us, such a different culture. Of course, the language is a big difference. It's another world, um, and there are other ways for people how they yeah, how can I say? There's a totally different mentality. But one thing with the Russian people I learned is, in the beginning, also because of the language and the way of approaching, it can seem a little bit distant and sometimes strange. You never really know what's going on there. Everything changes all the time. You have no clue, and when you don't speak the language, you're really lost. But one thing with the Russian people is once you are in their hearts, it's really forever. And I've experienced so many incredible, warm, beautiful people there. And I really traveled all over the country from of course, Oblast Moscow, the European part, Nizhny Novgorod, Perm. I played there the Diaghilev Festival, Kazan, Krasnodar. Well, so many cities, but also I've been a lot to Siberia. I was brought there by a bass player from Tomsk, Ashkat Saifulin, and he brought me there a number of times. So I've also toured like in Kemerova, really far away places. And what also blows my mind with Russia is the infrastructure for concerts and concert halls. It's really amazing. Everywhere you play, people show up. They love. They're so much into music. I mean, they have their own culture, and that's incredible. You know, the Russian composers. But there is also a big jazz audience there, which is cool. And so I've been all over the country, all over Siberia. It's amazing. It's also beyond comprehension how big it is. I mean, I think it has like 8 time zones, and every time when I travel to Japan, I'm like blown away by the fact that the flight from Amsterdam to Tokyo is like 11 hours, and from those 11 hours you're flying 9 hours over Russian territory. It's amazing. It's an amazing place. So Oleg, yes, that's my answer about Russia. Yeah, I remember we met in Koktebel. I don't know if I pronounce it right. Koktebel is in Crimea, which at that time was Ukrainian, and now it's Russian again. Also a great festival there, Koktebel Jazz Festival. And who's also just logged in is James Germain from the totally other side of the world. You know, there's so many great people here, so I have to elaborate on this. James Germain. Hi, James, ça va? Where are you? Are you in Haiti or are you in Paris? Let me know. James Germain is an incredible singer from Haiti. So you see him here on the chat. Google this man, James Germain. Amazing singer from Haiti. We performed. I did one song at his main concert at the Port-au-Prince Jazz Festival, which I've also mentioned before. Wonderful jazz festival, wonderful team. Every year in January, also really something to check out. And you're in Haiti. Okay. I hope you're safe there. And ça va bien. Okay. Check this man out, James Germain. Incredible singer. And we're also, after all of this is over, talking about maybe recording an album together. Really amazing musician. Gregory from Kaapstad. Hi, Gregory. How are you? Cape Town. I promised you to play a Jobim song. I'm going to do that. You know what? So I didn't forget the Kazakhstan question. So what I'm going to do, because otherwise it's too much talking. Let me play the Jobim song first, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about Kazakhstan. Yeah. Okay. So this song by Jobim, and Jobim for me, and I think a lot of people will agree, it's not very original to say. It's more like an understatement. I think Jobim was the Johann Sebastian Bach of Brazilian music. What this man was able to compose, it's mesmerizing and touching every day. In Dutch, we have a saying, geen dag zonder Bach, which means not a day without Bach. Dag in Dutch means day. And for me, that's very true. No day without Bach. You know, I listen to Bach. That's my morning coffee. But there is also a day never passes by without listening to some music by Jobim. So this one is entitled Chovendo na Roseira. pardon me for the Portuguese speaking, pardon my Portuguese. This was Chovendo na Rosera by Antonio Carlos Jobim. Again, for me, the Johann Sebastian Bach of Brazilian music. Um, um, I'm checking, reading the chats here. Entrada do Sol. No. Hi, Herman from South Africa. One day you must visit this part of the world. Yeah, well, I'm there as often as I can. I simply love South Africa. It has become almost like my second home over the years because my mother-in-law used to live there, and I used to go down for holidays, and then eventually I started to hook up with the music scene, and I've been there over 40 times, playing at the great festivals, with collaborating with those amazing people, Sibongile Kumalu, and also Mbuzo Kosa, a wonderful Zulu singer who is also really like trying to preserve the beautiful Zulu culture. That's also actually, I want to elaborate on this and on this man, and actually share some videos with you, because it's a really interesting story as well. And I was supposed to fly down on the 23rd. I had a whole tour lined up, concerts in Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, and also supposed to go to Zimbabwe and to Zambia, and also Mozambique, all cancelled, unfortunately. So, but we're all positive. We don't talk in cancellations. We are talking about postponing. So I'll be back, and I'll be there. Thank you, Bert. Entrada do Sol. Let me check it, Astrid. Let me check this. So, play canon, proper canon. Deepak, I don't know exactly what you mean with proper canon. Please be a little bit more specific. All right, so I'm going to Bert's question about Kazakhstan. Well, how did you get world famous in Kazakhstan? Well, world famous, yeah, world famous. That's a little bit, yeah, well, okay. And anyway, Kazakhstan. So, first of all, I must say, I want to say something, and I think the people from Kazakhstan are going to appreciate this. I don't know if a lot of people are online now because it's like 4 in the morning there. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Sacha Baron Cohen. I think he's like one of the most brilliant, genius comedians out there. But what he did with Borat, I think he really put Kazakhstan to a big disservice, because what he did, what I totally dislike, is that I'm not so opinionated usually, but I really have to say something here. He made this country look like a backward country, backward people, and because it's not a known country. In our part of the world, here in the Western world, the whole Central Asian region is actually very unknown. Nobody knows about those countries, and this is very wrong, because there is so much culture there. The scenery, the countries, it's beautiful. It's on the south of the Himalaya. There are steppes. Kazakhstan is like as big as Western Europe, and there are like only 5 million people. So it's a very there's so much space there, and of course it's also known for Baikonur, the where they launched for the air the rockets and all of that. But it's a country with a lot of culture. They have a beautiful musical culture there, but also like in the other states, like Uzbekistan is known for its art and for its, for its design and all that. There are amazing places. And what happened in Kazakhstan was that I worked for 15 years for a cultural organization entitled American Voices. I occasionally still work for them, and that's also it's thanks to them that I've traveled to all these like unknown, uncommon places. And once, so this organization, American Voices, what my function was to connect with local musicians, traditional musicians, you know, and do fusions, all these words, uh, crossover projects, and I have done that in over 100 countries. And I went to Kazakhstan for the first time, and for some reason I was there on television, you know, like a big national TV show, and which with a big audience. And from the first moment on, people knew me there, and I've been there a number of times to the jazz festival in Almaty. There are a lot of world music festivals, and that's how I kind of got. Well, famous is a big word, but I do I do have a name there, and I have a following there, and there is also I posted on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, I posted a video recorded in Amsterdam like a year ago with a beautiful band, the Magic of Nomads. It's also on my on my Facebook profile. If you scroll down, you know what I'll do right after this live stream. I will repost it, and you can watch it. And that's a project I did with the Magic of Nomads, which is a beautiful group from Kazakhstan with a lot of traditional instruments. And yeah, it's you have to explore the music there. They have their own throat singing. They have the dombra, which is a two-string instrument with horse strings. Very, and they do a lot of virtuoso players there. And so what I'm going to do is post some links and music about this fascinating country. So stay tuned for this. Yeah, I'm reading some more. Hello, Sweeta from Qatar. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. And my cousin Ben. I'm very proud of Ben. He's my cousin. He's captain with KLM. You know, when he was like a kid, he was already on old Commodore computers doing flight simulators, and now he flies big, huge KLM airplanes all over the world. And yeah, and he's actually also giving me some great feedback on the live stream. He's also very much into internet, and he says, "Well said, Mike. I love my visits to Alma-Ata." Yeah, Almaty. Alma-Ata is it's the old capital. That's another interesting fact about Kazakhstan. It happens in a couple of countries, but Almaty used to be the capital. And it was famous for the Olympic Games, the Winter Games. But now they have, well, not brand new, but it's a new capital in the north. It's called Astana, and it's also the coldest capital on earth. And I've been there in the winter, and I tell you, it's true. So, yeah. Lars from Loon, also people from close by. Logging in. Hi, Lars. Hey, Carla. So actually someone is logging in from Kazakhstan. Very cool. Hi, Carla. Thanks for being here. I don't know if you heard my story about Kazakhstan and if it's all true, I was saying. I hope to be back soon. So, yeah. She's saying Astana is not the coldest capital in the world, but the second coldest in the world. Sorry about that. So, of course, the question is, what's the coldest capital in the world? Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. Okay, cool. And the other stuff I was saying about Kazakhstan, am I right, or was I talking bull? No, huh? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, so Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia is the coldest capital on earth, and then Astana in Kazakhstan. Okay. Yeah, you know, live and learn. All right, so Okay, Herman, I'll get back to you about your who's my agent in South Africa. I'll write you a private message later about this. So, ooh, so many chats here. So, yeah. So, um, 2 days ago already, to close this live stream, I promised Milda and JT, they're both students. Milda is from Lithuania and JT is from Korea. They're wonderful piano students at the Groningen Conservatory. I taught there for a couple of years and I stopped because of traveling. And I miss you guys, in all honesty, especially now because I'm not traveling and I see all the Facebook posts from the conservatory and wonderful school. They also have a great US teachers program. I mentioned this before, but it's really interesting. And Milda and JT asked me to play Someday My Prince Will Come. So let me do this. And also, I've been exploring some backing tracks. So there is also for musicians, you know, for students, this is maybe a good tip. Um, there is this YouTube channel called Backing Tracks, and I searched for Someday My Prince Will Come without piano, of course, and I found a really good track to play along with. And this is great for practicing purposes. There are a zillion songs there, also all kinds of genres, different tempi, and I'm pleasantly surprised in the quality of the rhythm sections. I mean, in all honesty, it's not like playing with my own guys, you know, or my own girls on bass and drums. But still, especially in these times where a lot of musicians are practicing or at home without not being able to play with other people. I mean, there are some jam sessions online. I still have to look into this because it could be nice. I don't know about the speed, the quality, the latency, and all of that. I have to look into this. But so I'm going to play Someday My Prince Will Come with this backing track thing. So let me quickly get this here. And yeah. Someday My Prince Will Come. Oh, before I forget. my first time I played with this backing track rhythm section kind of thing. So I hope it came across, but also please let me know if the balance was right with this backing tape and the piano, because yeah. So thank you, Reginald, thank you, Alexander, thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. So before I close today, once again, I'm here every night, 10 p.m. Social Closeness piano live stream. It's on YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please hit the bell icon so you'll be notified. There's a lot of stuff there too on YouTube, a lot of videos, also from Kazakhstan, a lot of stuff from all travels and vlogs. I also post some funny videos. I hope you find them funny, at least. I'm here on Facebook. Please like my page if you haven't done that yet. Please share this. And again, if you have requests, songs you would like me to play, talk about certain countries, subjects. Alan, I won't forget to talk about the rhythms thing, the rhythm workshop. I'll prepare this for tomorrow. All music related questions, piano questions, music business questions, whatever. Let me know and I'll be happy to share this with you. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of other people, and all my love and thanks. Good night.